The final world. We are here. We see that it's... Oh, he can take you anywhere now. That's awesome. I wonder if that's something they added. Oh, look at the way that button... So juicy and delicious. Don't you want that on your wall? If you're a PlayStation fanboy. Like me. Looks awesome. We see that it's watery and natural, but kind of purple and pinky and a bit odd. Something strange in the neighborhood. Those are probably the different levels we're going to go to. Although, oh, actually no, these are probably the different levels we're going to go to. They open one at a time. Look at that's pretty intimidating, eh? All chrome, all metal. What's she keep hitting me with? Is that like a save fairy? Oh yeah, those are your checkpoints. Boom. I'm powerful too, bitch. Bitch man. Why do you have to say bitch man? Are you insinuating that women are the bitches? Well, from the French connotation of bitch meaning a female dog, yes. But that's not what we're here to discuss. Is it, bitch man? Why is a man called a bitch weak and submissive, but a woman called a bitch dominant? It's because... Not necessarily dominant, but aggressive. We're saying those are the qualities we don't like in men and women? Yes, it's not very complicated. It's very simple. Get in there, Nork Cove. Here we are. The music is pretty happy. But it has that kind of like hard-hitting bass and drums of, say, like a Sega Genesis sound. This, to me, sounds like the original music. It is. Let's try it out. Reignited. A little different. A little happier, a little more festive. I like that. Right at the end. I think we gotta listen to the original for a little bit to get the original intent. Listen to those drums just pounding away. Well, you can't burn those, Spyro. And blast them. Ha! The enemies go down so easy in this game. I think that's one thing that's a little bit disappointing. Just because the enemies seem so well designed that I wouldn't mind having to hit them a couple times. You know, just keep them around a little longer. Ooh, this is like quite a bit more involved than any of the other levels we've seen so far. What could this be working on? Was that just the one that it was popping up for him to grab and throw at me? I see. I don't need this. Or you can just burn them. Cool. Great. Wackity, 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 wackity. How you doing, buddy boy? Yeah, I thought, you know, anytime there's an item that replenishes itself automatically, I always think, oh, this has to be for a puzzle. But they were doing a banjo thing where they really wanted to show they're not just pulling these things out of their asses. It's coming out of the ground's ass. But if this was Banjo-Kazooie, this would actually be a much more working dock system. Actually, this is probably their most Banjo type level, where the things you're standing on exist because they need to be here, you know. It does have the affordance. Whoa! Let me get my dictionary out. TNT. So if I smash into this, am I going to explode? Yeah. Yeah, you're going to explode. It suggests you need to do something. Thank you for dumbing it down for me. Affordance. That's rich people talk. Oh. Then it comes up again. Or just launch another barrel into the TNT. Right, it does have that affordance, doesn't it? It's not right, Chris. well, I can get over here, so that's fine. So, this game is so lovely to just run around in. It's pretty amazing. You still alive? Nice. This one on the ground? This keeps knocking me into the water. No. Not up here. Oh, I see. They've just got these barrel platforms. Feels good to play. Agreed. I think that's why it stood out so well at the time. Yeah, and you know what? I think that's why, ironically, and I think I'm actually getting to use the word ironically in its proper sense. Ironically, the stigma of how most platformers played back then, in terms of just straight up controlling the character, is why I stayed away from them. I got burned too many times playing crappy platformers that I just thought, no, I need that Nintendo seal of approval or I'm not going to play it, you know? And I missed out on this. Even though I wanted to play this one simply for the fact that you could fly. See how good I am at flying? Hello, fellow human. Oh, the music's so good. Oh my god, they really start you back here, don't they? Did you see a fairy? I didn't. Okay, now time for a speed run. I think most things reset when you die. Oh, that thing's gone, so that didn't reset. That's good to know. Ah, you idiot. Oh, he had armor, so he has a second layer. That's cool. Spent many an hour forcing your way through terrible platforming exercises. So how would you rate Klonoa, just in terms of overall control? This is where the game can be kind of punishing, where if you make a misstep, you're going to go back pretty far. And you don't always know if you can, you know, land on something perfectly. What's this guy got to say? Spyro, keep going in the level to progress.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Yeah, isn't that cool? How are you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? I asked one of Stella's staff members if she had a good weekend. She told me about ooh. We'll get to that after. Look at this thing. Now that is a nice looking ship. I like how it's got these sort of like multiple patches on it. See, this is where the Banjo level style of put things there because it makes sense. Now those, like, that armor looks menacing because of the design. It's really jagged and it looks like an upside down mountain or teeth or something, like shark teeth. So it gives it this look of a shark's mouth with this tongue sticking out. But you could say that the tongue is sort of a rudder. The anchor is really menacing too. It looks very sharp. That looks like an eye, but that would be a porthole. Maybe it's, I don't know why it's red. Maybe to like see underwater or something, or like reflects things outside. Maybe it reflects fire or something, you know? But it looks like this thing's been through battle, so it's got either patches or extra armor. This is a really beautiful piece of design. How cool would it be if this had that button where you could just and you flip back to the original visuals like you could in Halo? That is so amazing. I love that. The boxes with hearts? Yeah. I wonder why they did that. Now, there's two things I think about when I think of cartoon characters designed at children wearing boxes with hearts on them. One, it makes it kind of like friendly, I guess, and kind of silly. But two, if it's directed at kids, why would the boxes have hearts on them? It makes it sound like this is where the heart love happens. I don't like that. It would be better if it was just like silly, funny things, like I don't know, animals or whatever. But it I think also a heart is a very recognizable object and symbol, right? You can spot it from far away. It doesn't need to have a lot of detail or resolution. It can just be, you know, it's like a triangle. It's a square. It's a heart. You can see it. There we go. That's what we wanted. So Klonoa's up there with the best, not necessarily because of the controls, which are perfectly adequate. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Otherwise, it just lost a spot. It lost a ranking on my list. Not as enjoyable, say Spyro, okay, but how the game really builds on the mechanics of Prince and then choose the game progresses. Klonoa is like a puzzle game in that regard. It keeps building on what you've learned in previous levels, which culminates in a brief series of gauntlets that put what you've learned to the test. That's exactly how boss levels should go. You know, they should be, or Ori in the Blind Forest does that too, right? Where you're like, can I stand on this thing? No. That's okay. The princess will save me. Ori does that, where you never fight the boss. Game over? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. No music. I like it. It's very clear that they only got Stuart Copeland to do so much music. And then they were like, oh, shit. We need game over themes. We need going to the level themes. We need, we should have a theme for when you get something. You know what I mean? Like, you got a dragon, or the level is complete. And they just, he's probably on tour when they did this. You know? He's like, yeah, I will make you level themes and a title theme. Bye. Cool. We kind of forgot. We don't have, like, anything for when he arrives in the level. And maybe it was in the contract that he was the sole composer, or they didn't want to spend anything else. That was a pretty cool little bounce. But I guess that's one of the perils of working with somebody who, being a video game composer, is not their main gig. Right? This was him kind of experimenting and trying something new. That's what an experiment is. Eat this, Dictus. Like this guy just waiting. I can't see him. Where'd he go? Disappeared. The face of that chip looks French to you? Interesting. Kind of like a puzzle game. Yes. The good thing about Ori is that if you're struggling, you can often just go to another area. That's true. That's one of the good parts of it being a Metroidvania, is that you can just explore something else. There's actually a load of bonus tracks. There's an interesting little quirk of the programming. The PS1 results in random tracks playing if you spend too long in the world. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder if that's a bug or they went like, just put it in there. Give people something new. Insomniac always had this feel of like a British developer, you know, where they had a nice sense of humor. How nice is that design? It's so fun. Looks like the box is sort of like bursting, ready to come out, like it's strained at the edges, and just the way this is kind of at an angle, that nice little detail, that tortoise design. It looks so nice and thick. We put a lot of love into these levels. Look at the gradient lighting on there. Well, the gradient color of the lighting. The lighting is not actually gradient, but I think that lighting is sort of, I mean, it can be really effective. I'm talking about, like, you know, the really crazy intensive lighting, but it can be real sort of diminishing returns, you know. I think sometimes developers get a bit too obsessed with it, but there are some people that are looking for, I have a $4,000 computer and I need something to make this work. You think that looks French? Maybe it is because the French speak in the front of their mouths with lots of tongue, huh? Maybe. Probably. We're paying homage to our roots. As a video game, this is Donkey Kong. Do you like a Donkey Kong? Ooh, I like the big dramatic spit and fall over. It's almost like they're sort of playing, you know? Because it's all just a little play. And, they're acting. Because TikTok, you found out the heart is shaped the way it is because it's supposed to look like a female bud. Oh, interesting. Ah. Ooh, I got another life. So useful. Look at this guy waiting. Just waiting. Can you see me? You gonna do anything with that? You gonna do anything with that? Do you exist only to throw TNT? I'm gonna do it. I swear to God. Swear to God I'll do it. Ugh. And that is why you don't hesitate. If you hesitate, you die. That was my mom's driving advice to me. What's that? Different emoticons, emojis. Emoticons are when you use, say, like a colon and a bracket, right? Emojis are the real ones. Emojis are the ones where they're their own drawing. Is that true? I think so. Hey, little guy. That's the anatomically correct Harto. Ooh. Can I get TNT over there? No, but that thing will probably land on it. It's a fun level. It's more linear. It's got way more puzzles and things to figure out. I think it can be hard. You know what they probably should have done with the gliding? Is don't make the challenge the jumping and landing and just trying to guess if you're at the right height. Make the challenge dodging and stuff, you know, like doing a nice flight plan. It is a bit hard to run straight through that stuff. I wonder if that's what people mean when they say controls are stiff. Emoticons, representation of facial expression, such as a smile or frown formed of various combinations. That's an emoticon, right? Like a Decepticon. It's deceiving you by transforming from what it was into something else. Decepticon, emoticon. Okay, I think I'm ready for different music. Let's switch it up. And actually, let's do the dynamics so it's a little more chill. Ooh, that's nice. This game could actually really use dynamic music, and I think they originally wanted to do that, and they couldn't. So this is a time of the remaster, getting to put in something that was originally intended, but they couldn't. Oh my God! How about that music in the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters? Those are only on Steam. I'll probably do a collection or something for PlayStation. Spyro, keep rescuing dragons, and they'll keep telling you things.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued.
Oh my God, he has a personality.
Especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
That sounded like Troy Baker. And why did he say, you gotta believe? Is that from Parappa? Who says that? You gotta believe, PlayStation. You gotta believe. Oh, I think it's Parappa the Rapper. That's it. That's what it's from. Parappa, I gotta believe.
You gotta do what?
I gotta believe.
Oh my God, how cool was that? Parappa, the hip-hop hero. Does that not sound like it was made in some kind of boardroom? Like, hip-hop hero. Hip-hop's really popular. And heroes. Could we have a hip-hop hero? And could it be a dog? Because kids like dogs. Right, we'll give him a red toque and a beanie. He'll act like he's about the kid's age. The kids will like this. We'll put it on a PlayStation. We'll make so much money from their enjoyment. Oh, they're playing polo with this dragon. This game is still too easy. But it's for kids, so whatever. Sometimes I do something in a video game and I think, woohoo! I did something an 8-year-old was supposed to do, you know? Like, it's like winning at Snakes and Ladders. Sorry, Chris. Shoots and ladders. Snakes are way more fun than shoots. Get on that snake and ride it. Ride, snakey, ride. You are a failure. You're not wearing your mask bandana properly. Properly. You didn't say properly. Properly. Is that ironic? I feel like 95% of the things people say are ironic or not. Son of a bitch. I really went into that thing. You gotta glide to everything nowadays. Don't know about you, but it's the exploration of the worlds that makes playing Spyro an enjoyable experience. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just the overall traversal. Seeing the guys explode in a Ratchet and Clank way, the nice gliding, and just kind of cruising through the levels. I think they picked really good music for it. Light puzzling. Yeah, it's not too... Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a bit of a surprise. It really makes you feel like you're walking down big stairs. Ooh. Can I open that thing? Yes, you can. Getting all the gems. Oh my god, only 100 to go. You know, like exploration, but really makes the game for you is the goofy characters you get to meet and interact with. No, there aren't really that many characters you do any kind of interacting with, yeah. I like that dragonfly sound when you pick up that stuff. Wing, 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 wing. Sounds great. Crunch. Kaplow. Kazuma. Hey. Hey, what's up there? Ooh, slow down. I don't like that. Oh, huh? He's such a nicely designed character, too. The angles on this kid, they're great. This is a nice little hanger. Nice big hanger. Oh, I like the very industrial light bulb cover they've got. This level is... This is for Chris. Streets ahead of the other levels in terms of the design feel. Streets ahead, would you reckon? Second and third? Yeah, I'll probably give I'll start off a bit of... Oh, crapola. Crapola. Schmuckoli. This kind of stuff, yeah, it's just like a really interesting... You could do more kind of interesting puzzles in terms of like how do you solve these guys whipping those things around. But I think they went for... Oh yeah, I think they just went for a pretty casual experience. This was their first time just making a game aimed at kids because they were told this is where things are going and they wanted a game aimed at kids. So I think that's why this one is set up a little easier. I'm enjoying this game. I mean, it's a fascinating look at what Insomniac was becoming. Cool. How they were going to make Ratchet. How they... For them, as Obi-Wan puts it, Insomniac making this game, it was...
That's good. You've taken your first step into a larger world.
Yes. They did. Because before this, they had made Disruptor, kind of a Doom clone. Yeah, I mean, they made a Spyro game every year, building. I'm assuming building on what they learned, and then they moved on. Oh, like listen to his feet and the weight and the way his body moves. So nice. That's so bloody nice. The games after the third are such a mess? Oh, there are more Spyro games after the third? They just had other developers work on them? Okay, we've gotten both dragons. They didn't really make a show of that. And you can get a few more gems if you want. You do have to figure out how to get over there, though. If you want to get home. Yeah. I don't know if I know how to get over there. It's a bit of a jump, and I don't want to fail, because it might set me back quite a ways. I don't know if I've gone this way. Might be overthinking it. Don't fall in there, Spyro. Oh, there you go. There's no yeah, there's no puzzle. It's just do the thing. And you're there, and then you just get 10 at the end. Hey-oh! See? There's no music or anything to celebrate it. It's just level complete. Alright. Away we go. And that's that level. More treasure. That was very enjoyable. A little more linear, a little more Ratchet and Clank-like. Interesting, kind of mini puzzles of like what to do if they're throwing these barrels and stuff at you. A lot of water you can't touch. Not so much. That had very little find the highest platform path and work your way down. There wasn't a lot of that, which was nice. All right, have more of these opened up? Yes, they have. Twilight Harbor. Up, 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 up. All right, Ed and Bella. Twilight Harbor. Look at those deliciously golden letters. Shimmering like collectibles. I used to have a job where you would do a lot of collecting. We spent the first half of the job putting things down on the ground, and then we would go pick them all up. And then at the end, we'd leave and we'd pick up everything. So, people who like Banjo-Kazooie would probably really like that. You'd walk through a forest with beautiful views, collecting things. What's this guy about? That's awesome. I like how it shoots out just as many holes as he's got on the gun. That's awesome. What are you using now as a chair, Chris? The way I'm sitting, my back is starting to cry. And they originally had machine guns. Oh, now they have big purple gloobity globs. See, this whole place looks like... It just looks like everything is here for a reason, you know? These guys gotta make lava. There, the lava's getting pumped. There'll be some kind of lava flow coming out. This is the security guard because the lava's very important to them. When they walk, they gotta monitor the lava, but they gotta walk across it. There's been a controversy at launch of this because of the machine guns? Oh. I told you, Insomniac, make a kids game. No. It's interesting though that the few guns, that's probably like one of the first guns they have in this game. And it's an interesting one. So you can see that these guys just get how to do guns. And when they focus on Ratchet doing that, it's going to be great. Wow. Could you miss that anymore? Why does the treasure chest explode when that is gone? 10-year-old office chair. It's comfy and good, but yeah. Bolts, napping. I mean, chairs. I get spending a lot on a chair. They put up with a lot of weight and service. Even just like getting in and out of a chair, you know, pushing all your weight down on the arms. It's a lot of stress. Rocking back and forth. So this is like in E.T. where they changed their cops' guns to radios. Stop, or we'll radio you to death.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Wow. At least he was polite. Wasn't much there, was there? Thanks. What's my health like? Well, you don't have a dragonfly. Can you sort me out? Do you give, you don't give health, eh? One. You B guys loved grenades rather than barrels. That's amazing. How do we deal with this guy? She touched me. Look how this guy just comes out of nowhere. Ah, he's so happy with it. Shit. No! 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 Oh, I got too cocky with it. Oh, maybe they'll respawn some enemies I can open up that silver chest. No. No, they won't. Oh. Can't just charge that guy. There's green goo in here. I wonder if the green goo does something different. Those big gooyes. The big gooyes over here. Gooyish. Oh, whoa, whoa, he's like a bartender. At a nice restaurant. This guy's getting his tips. See when he spun out, he put his hand like that. Yes, flashy. The hell? Oh, I like that purple light. Ooh la la. You gonna tell me what to do, Cletus? Didn't I already rescue you?
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
they better be on the lookout for me.
Your confidence will be your undoing. Wow, they warned me. They friggin' warned me. A lot of places to explore here. I like this guy doing his little tricks. It's like he's been so bored waiting for somebody to show up to throw these at. He's come up with these new techniques. Son of a bitch. Purple lights make everything seem very inviting, like a minimalistic study room with mood lighting. Do you want mood lighting when you're studying, or do you want a nice bright fluorescent light to stimulate your brain? Yeah. Quite the blast radius on that. Ooh, I like these Tim Burton-esque bars. Nice industrial lights. Oh, you gotta heat them up and smash them. I still gotta backtrack and go on that bridge. This feels like it's gonna... Son of a bitch. Oh, they just gave me a bit of invulnerability on that water for a bit. That was handy. Okay, let's go back over to this bridge. The bridge. I've never really paid enough attention to that life to see how far around it goes. Let me tell you. Okay. No, the bridge isn't up. I guess that eventually goes down. Maybe I need to blast it on the way down. That's not gonna work. How long is that gonna stay? Yeah. I like this close-up view. Kind of makes the exploration feel really nice. Arson. When it's dark, you can't beat an open fire. You prefer mood lighting with natural sunlight, so number one. That's true. Something about natural sunlight just makes your body releases those endorphins. Ah! Alright, I got some gems. That's interesting. Woohoo! Sweet angle, Spyro. That's right, lady. We took away the other parts of the song because you're not near enemies. You have failed. I guess that first guy was smaller, so I could smack him. Splatoon! Oh! Pretty satisfying to do the old... Build sweep. Is that it? You got the dragons. Do you want to go collect 111 more diamonds, gems? No. No, I don't. Oh, wow. Got quite a bit at the end here. Where could the rest be? Do I care? No. Purple is a very inviting color. Disney uses it for their road signs. When you're driving towards Disney World, all of a sudden the road signs will be purple on the highway instead of green. Disney World. Next 4 exits. Apparently they did a lot of engineering in Disney World to not have mosquitoes. And since it was built on swampland, they did all this work on any of the swamp areas have lots of these ditches built and tons of running water. So there's no any pond or anything that would ever be still water where a mosquito could lay its eggs. They put in some kind of fountain and some kind of drainage, and the buildings and all the structures are designed to not have any pooled water. So no mosquitoes. Connoisseur of fire. A Spyro! Still waters run deep. That can be true. How you doing, Horkster? Yeah, these last couple levels have been a highlight in terms of level design and like where they feel like places more so. They feel more banjo-y and a lot more challenges in terms of progressing through them. Still pretty simple. But I'm getting the feeling that they took it really seriously when they wanted to design a more child-friendly game and compete with Nintendo, with Mario and Crash and all that. We're like, yeah, we can make a game like I bet you Leonot could even beat this, but there wouldn't be enough story for him to get through, so he probably couldn't. Oh. Total silence. That's what you want. And then it just to jam in the music at the end like that. Ooh, this music's intense. Ah! Oh, this is one of those boss levels. You see all the cool ratchet guns. Oh yeah, there's not really hiding behind cover in this game. Change the bosses a bit in the remake. Yeah, they probably could have added a bit more personality or challenge. They don't really do too much. They're kind of over before they begin. So you have to stop sprinting to fire off your flamer. Yeah. Yes. Purple. All right, mister. Put the key in. No? No key? No key, Loki. Alright, let's try that again. Gotcha, jerkface. Okay, I've got the key. It looks to me like there's a big lock underneath this guy. Key. Unlock. No? Key. Unlock. Oh. This guy's pretty funny. Gotcha in the corner. It's fun. It's like trying to beat a ghost race in Mario Kart. It's like everyone in the Spyro world was secretly lobotomized and put back in their area with the intent of deceiving. Yeah, that was kind of a theme constantly back then, where it was like the main character, say a Mario type, was going back through a world to put things back to where they were, because there were either new people there they didn't like, which kind of sounds like anti-immigration. Which is why these games came from Japan. Mario's gonna go back through the Mushroom Kingdom and get rid of all the new people that have come in. Get out of here, you dark-skinned Goomba! Ooh, turtles, leave! Invasive species! Or they'll be sort of like brainwashed or something, and you gotta undo that. Because then you don't have to go to like a really dark, depressing, fiery world until the end of the game. You can still be in a nice, beautiful green place. I wonder what Echo the Dolphin was like in Japan. You just get to kill the dolphin. Kill all the dolphins. You gonna run to the next area when I come at you? Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm gonna blame the camera angle on that. Oh my god, I gotta do it all again. Bullshit. Let's try it again. Just take it easy. Don't fall off. You're not gonna catch him until he gets to his new spot anyway, so. Alright, let's see him pick him up. Got him. Quite a lot of neon here. Oh, look at this guy. He is gem crazy. He's picking up that crystal rock. Got all those. I was as far away as I could be. This is just a platform for no reason. This looks like something I should be taking advantage of. What if I run past them? You didn't get those. You have to walk past. Devil Boo-Boor! Hello. Yeah. So maybe if I run, I gotta be super close. So you can't jump over them. Jumping, he goes off duty. You stop chasing me! Oh, you actually do have to catch him. crap. Is he already gone? Or I just go backwards and get him. Because, Matt. Will he keep doing his route? There he is. Can I just get him when he comes this way? The idiot. That's cheating! What if I hide? Is he gonna wait there the whole time? He might. Alright, fine. Alright, I feel like I'm up on the bobsled team. Gotta memorize the turns. The camera is a bit, it's not good when you're going down. I have it on dynamic camera though, so I could maybe turn that off and just, I want the camera to be up higher. I guess I could use him as sort of like a guide to, you know, where the next turn is. Son of a bitch. And you're back here. You're back bloody here. You know what I need? I need the original music. Ooh, scarier. Fly so slow. Oof. This kind of feels like those fun games in Banjo where you have to run really fast. You know, there's like some kind of a 10-second timer. Banjo had a lot of pretty good ideas. Oh, come on! Do I have to hit him in the butt? I flamed him. For sure, I flamed him. Yeah, it's not a nice organ. I wonder if the guys in Police made fun of the drummer for making music for a video game. I really doubt Sting would make one for a video game. Nope, that didn't work. What's going on here? Do I need to hit something into him, maybe? Maybe he's safe when he's there? No? No, he's not? I don't know. Whoa! Oh! Ooh la la. It's like, which ones can you glide to? Which ones can you run fast to? Vaporized. He laughs at his... Was that the end? Was that the final boss?
Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Gnork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
What?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
What the fuck? That was the fucking boss level? He didn't even say anything. He just stood there and went, "Ugh. Ugh." And we chased him a little bit. And we did have to use all of our abilities, and we hit him like 3 times. What the hell? I've never, ever played an ending of a game like that. Ever. That is the most anticlimactic ending to any video game. I can't think of it. And then he comes up and talks to the camera. What was that? What happened? Why has that never been brought up before? That's not like a gaming meme of some kind. Maybe because you guys were so obsessed with your office pets. Wow. I didn't even actually really know that was the ending boss, because he looks like a lot of the other enemies. We hit him 3 times, and at one point he just stood on a pedestal, and I ran up and flamed him. I really felt like there was one more level to open. And then you're here, so do you go back, and what about all the other levels you could go into? No cutscene or anything? No build-up? Just run around this level? What if you had to chase him through a bunch of the different levels, all the different worlds? I mean, okay, you jumped on a bunch of platforms. Sometimes I was running, sometimes I was gliding. And then I flamed him. Once in each area. He spent most of the time running away. Yes, Orky. Game's over. I guess you should leave now. They don't even like talk to you about all the gems you got, or like what world you should go back to and get more. It's like they just don't care. That was hilarious. Wow, that's a crazy experience. I don't believe that no one's ever mentioned. I guess because it's so forgettable, no one's ever mentioned it again. So in the original, the credit sequence was considerably better. Really? Oh my god. What a strange game. Had a big fly-through throughout the whole game. Yeah, where's that? That's what I want. Okay, let's look at the original ending. Fancy 3D font. They didn't even do his sunglasses in the new one. And it was a different time of day. And it's more noticeable that he's talking to a microphone. And that he's wearing the sunglasses, that he's sort of like, if he's on TV, he's a star. Well, maybe if you do 100%, you get sunglasses. That could have been it. It's for the credits. Okay. Alright. I don't know, credits fly through. Nine years ago, this is what I want. Spyro the Dragon ending credits, version 2. Yeah, it's more like it. Yeah, I wanna have like a nostalgic trip back through what I just went through. How hard is that to do? Move the camera around. Mark Cerny, how crazy is that, eh? He discovered Insomniac and Naughty Dog. Smart guy. Good eye for talent. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, that's the end. The most anticlimactic ending of a game. Of a mainstream game. I'm sure there's really shitty, you know, half-baked indie games or whatever, just like caching games or mobile games or whatever that had really stupid endings. But for a game that is heralded as a part of a lot of gamers' childhood and the start of Insomniac's storied career with PlayStation and in gaming, a very important game. One of the most well-loved and thought of platformers from this time that got a sort of loving remaster. I guess it's loving in the way that they didn't change a lot. But yeah, did they forget about this part? Stuart Copeland did the music for all 3 games. Well, I feel like I shouldn't do a flowery goodbye since this game wouldn't do it, so video's over.